Okay guys, so this is just a test video of something I would like to get started on, and that's a YouTube channel that's going to be called The Bible. There's a lot of background noise. Yeah, there's a storm passing by. Can't do anything about it, but alright, here we go. It's just a test, okay? So there's no setup right now. It's just me, my phone, and my Bible, and the Lord. So here we go. Reading from the King James Version. Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together under one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth. At the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God said that it was good. And God said, verse 11, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Verse 14. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly up above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and the fowl multiplied in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to every thing that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. 6 days. Alright, so a few things here. It's interesting to see that God made, and how did God made? Well, he said in verse 3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 20, 24, and 26, 29 as well. God said, and he made something. So according to the Bible, God made the earth and everything that dwells in it by his word, because he said, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. So it's also interesting to see that God originally gave man food, right? He made him in his own image, and then he gave him food. What is he to eat? And it's very interesting because it tells us in verse 29, it says, And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Meat, Old English, means food, not meat as we consider it today. So God made man, and the food that man is supposed to eat, it's fruit from the tree that yields seed. So a fruit that has seed in itself, that's our food. And herbs, 29, upon the face of all the earth, every herb bearing seed. So every herb that bears seed, he gave it to us for food. That was the original plan. All right. After the flood, and how interesting that we are listening to a flood in the background, right? It's just a storm. But in the flood, God gave permission for people to eat meat. Now, little meat, as people eat it now. I don't eat any meat. So this is very interesting. Now, also, it's very interesting how God created, and in the order that he created. He created it first. He created light, which is the foundation of everything, okay? Because he created it first. So light is the foundation of everything. And then he divided the waters. Actually, he created a firmament. He created the firmament and divided the waters, which is above the firmament, from the one that's below the firmament. And I don't know if you noticed, when you look at the sky, it looks like there's a barrier between where below the sky, but it's not the sky, the clouds. Below the clouds, you see them, that there's like a barrier that they normally don't pass, right? Normally, there is a barrier, but storms or hurricanes, they pass that barrier. But it's interesting to see that God divided the waters which were above the firmament from the waters that were below the firmament. It's also interesting that the waters, he divided it and gathered them together, and he called that seas. And then the dry land he called earth. And then he created plant life in the third day. And then he created the sun and the moon and the stars in the fourth day. So it's very interesting just to see all this. I can't believe it's 11 minutes already of just reading this thing. But this is only an example of what I want to actually do for this YouTube channel called The Bible, which I want to maybe not read all of it all the time, to look at the context of it, but explain it, and hoping to present truth. There's a lot of error out there, and my goal is just to present truth as we see it on the Bible, on the Word of God. Alright, so I hope this is going to be I gotta tweak it and make it work, because videos take a lot of space, so I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I want to be able to create that and send it out, post it, so that hopefully someone is going to be enlightened by it, and they'll get to know more about the Bible itself and the God of the Bible.